The NBA is the first American sports league to announce a gaming partnership with a sportsbook. The league struck a deal that makes MGM Resorts the exclusive gaming partner of the NBA and WNBA. Yesterday, Commissioner Adam Silver announced the partnership. Here's what he said.
I think there was a recognition here that it's a leap of faith on both sides. It's a deal moderate in length where I think we can both step back and assess as we go and see, is this working? Is this deal fair? Are we providing the consumers with the right type of experience?
So in every story that I saw about this, it suggested the NBA was going to be supplying some sort of data to MGM that I suppose means it wouldn't be supplied to anybody else. And so I want to bring in ESPN chalk writer David Purdum to help us with this, because that's really my question, David. What exactly is it that MGM gets from this that any other casino or any other entity does not? What data was Adam Silver talking about?
So the data won't be any different than any of the other sports books have access to or any media outlets. It's traditional scores, stats, and anything that comes directly out of the game. The value of the NBA's direct feed comes through the speed of the transmission of the data. If that data is transmitted faster, in the future, that will become increasingly valuable as in-game wagering kind of starts to evolve and could take effect here in the U.S. So that's pretty much what the value of getting the NBA's data feed is.
And so as this story, I'm sure a lot of people around the country saw this yesterday, it feels like a huge step. Is it? For the American sports fan, was yesterday a big day, a big step towards a world in which fans can get on their phone and download an app and place a bet if they want to?
Definitely. We had the Supreme Court ruling that struck down the federal ban on state-sponsored sports betting here in the middle of May. This is the first step and a major one in terms of being the first professional sports league to actually, sit side by side and partner up with a sportsbook operator. So that's probably the biggest impact. I don't think you're going to see a major increase in gaming content to start off with on TV. However, if you're at an MGM sportsbook, we're in one of the new states, New Jersey, starting today, Mississippi, you may start seeing NBA logos and team logos kind of infused throughout the property and on the odds board. That's something that's never happened in Las Vegas.
All right, it's really interesting. David, thank you for the insight, and I really appreciate your being there when we need you. And we'll check back with you again. I want to bring it back to the table here now with Jalen and Tex, because I, as just a lifelong sports fan, have one perspective on gambling, and you guys as longtime players, I would imagine, have another. So when you hear this stuff like yesterday, now all of a sudden we go from a place, a world 5, 6, 7 years ago in which gambling was just to be held at arm's length. Now the NBA is officially in a business partnership with a casino. What thoughts go through your mind?
The money that the players make is so astronomical, along with the coaches. I don't think it's going to affect the quality of what you see on the floor. One of the things that has happened, however, in the NBA that's going to be interesting to legislate is resting healthy players, teams tanking, and not playing your best players late in the season. That's what I'm waiting to see how that's going to play out, because that's become a big issue over the last handful of years.
Remember a few days ago when Kike Hernandez finished the game for the Dodgers? The Dodgers basically punted on the game.
Yes.
What happens if there's millions of dollars?
In a tie game, to be clear, so for those who don't remember, it was a tie game in the 16th inning, and the Dodgers basically decided we'd rather lose than have this game continue because it's bad for a bullpen.
And to Jalen's point, that's going to be an issue. And I'd like to get all upset and say, why is baseball and basketball and everyone doing this? It's been about the money forever. So allowing gambling into pro sports, it was inevitable. We just have to accept it and kind of adjust as a league and as media members and as fans, because we knew this was coming.
Yeah, go ahead, James.
And it's going to be isolated incidents that are black eyes. Pete Rose's situation in baseball, Tim Donaghy, the former official in basketball that was involved with gambling. Those rogue individual situations will take place, but the overall structure of what you see from the game won't change. But those points that I made, I want to see how those play out.
Listen, isn't there an expression, sunlight is the best deodorant? I mean, I think that, or disinfectant, whatever the word I was looking for is, I think that the more public and the more transparent the gambling is, the less sort of problem like that we will see, not more. Those things happened in a previous world. Those things were always there, point shaving scandals and things like that. If everyone has an eye on all of the money that is being wagered, or a far greater percentage of it than they used to, I think it actually makes it easier to find the problems, not harder.
But let me tell you what happens now that didn't happen. Resting healthy players.
Right.
That's going to be crucial, especially going into those games.